Here with Think About Comics. I'm here with Bethea.
Hey.
And we've been away for a bit, busy with work, going around, doing stuff. So we're going to talk about some comics today that we've been reading. They've come out over the past couple weeks. Hopefully we're going to be able to do more weekly stuff for you guys. But we're both going to go over some books that we've been reading.
Oh, yeah.
Start us off, man.
Oh, most definitely. I got, Batman. Here we go. It's issue 80, City of Bane. And I'm going to tell you right now, was not ready. Was not. Look, the whole love story thing that they had previously going on where, you know, he was doing recon with Catwoman and they were getting information about Bane. Okay. That right there, we are now in Gotham City and we beating them up. We are in there taking out little people guarding the city. We taking them down.
So it's a Batman book where Batman's actually in Gotham City doing Batman stuff.
Doing Batman.
One of the best things that I liked about this book, I don't know about you, was Rodema Jr.'s artwork. He's one of my favorite artists.
Yes.
He does a really good job at taking a really crappy story. Even though it's bad, he can make it look good and he can move it really well. I really like the panel in the end. Little spoiler thing, this thing's been out for over a week, guys.
It's alright.
When you have Thomas Wayne's Batman from Flashpoint,
yes,
pulling the gun and he's pulling the gun out on Damian Wayne, and Batman's playing chess and he's calling his bluff. Does he know he's already killed Alfred? Because I've kind of been okay.
Yes.
So he's making him see, hey, is he going to kill Damian Wayne or not? And that's one of the things that kind of is going to lead up into the next one. Me personally, I'm really, really hoping Tom King's almost done with this. I know it's finally over. It's getting there. Are you a fan of the Tom King stuff?
Okay, so I am right now saying that from what I've read, he's a little slow as far as, building you up. But this comic was worth the wait. Well, this was worth the wait.
Well, like the thing with Tom King when he writes, he's very deconstructive of characters in his writing. I mean, he's broken Batman down, and I think Batman's a character that you really don't need to break down. He has no powers. You know what his rules are. You know what he's about. Like he's already bare bones as it is. We don't need to dig deeper into it, and I think he did it way too much in his run of Batman.
Okay. So I hear where you coming. I do. But wait a minute. For somebody that's coming into the game like me,
yeah.
Okay, this here says he got a whole Bat family now. We ain't talking Justice League. We talking he got the outsiders, everybody. He got all these people. And I think what's happening is because you have so many titles, so many different characters now in the Batman universe, you sometimes forget Batman. Wait a minute. I mean, we running and gunning with a whole lot of people now, okay? And it's like every Batman, that I picked up recently, it's like he's with somebody. It's a part of somebody, and you don't get that core Batman. And for new readers coming in, I think the storyline and how this has flowed from when I jumped in is just showing you, hey, this is Batman. He has been broken, but he's back. And not only is he back, hey, look, for people that just know the movies or whatever, hey, you getting grimy Batman right now. You get ready to get, hey, look, I'm coming to punish you because you killed my butler. Hey, look, you killed my butler. I got to come after you, And then his dad, even though it's Flash, it's still his dad. They gonna have to go to blows. I'm gonna have to take it to my papa. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, this is awesome. This is awesome.
So the book that I always pick up is Daredevil. And this is a book that I really don't think nobody really reads. Or if they do, they don't talk about it. It's really gritty. Yeah. It's Matt Murdock kind of reinventing himself, trying to get back into being Daredevil after the Man with the Fear storyline that we got, the miniseries. So in here we have Elektra coming back into the fold.
Okay.
He's not wearing the red suit. He's wearing kind of something that he wore in the Netflix show.
Okay, yeah.
So he's doing that. He's
okay.
not as strong as he is when it comes to fighting. His radar sense is kind of off. So it's him kind of, like I said, reinventing himself, getting back into the fold. Fisk is the mayor of New York. He's trying to do more in politics and kind of become this...
legit guy.
Yeah, but not legit, but he's still held down by... He still wants to be the mob boss.
Okay, got it.
And that you see a lot of that dynamic in this issue. So not only are you getting the Daredevil storyline, you're also getting the Wilson Fisk storyline too, which is kind of... I think it's interesting, and we're getting a lot of content in one book, and that's what I got. What's yours?
Well, the X-Men thing, yeah. Powers of X, number 6. Okay, so off the break, Hickman, I take a knee. You have put it together. I get exactly what you are doing right now, and it is magnificent. Oh, goodness. Oh, okay. So, it took me a couple reads to really get it.
Yeah.
It took me a couple reads, but now, no. Xavier has done everything he could possibly think of to get what Maura McTaggart downloaded to him right. So the continuity, everything that has happened in the comic books previous to these comic books has not been reset. It has happened. Genosha has happened. House of M happened. God Loves Man Kill happened. All these have happened. So because of this is saying Xavier tried all these other ways to get us to a point where the mutants wouldn't be annihilated, but forever, there's always been an issue. Off the grid mutants. The guys that keep the humans saying, hey, we have to prepare because of these mutants.
Magneto, Apocalypse.
Yeah, not all mutants.
Sinister.
These mutants.
But no, Sinister's not a mutant.
Well, hey, it's leaving it open that he may have been a mutant.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So what we're getting here is Xavier saying,
Are we going to get another Summers brother?
oh yeah. Hey look. It's a lot of Summers.
Hopefully it doesn't take 10 years to figure out who the fourth brother is. Like
It's
it did the third
okay.
one.
Hickman has got it because here's the deal, and this is what makes it right. Xavier's like, the only way I can do this is to bring them all here together where I can keep an eye on everybody. That is perfect. I have to bring them all here together. I have to bring them all. Because if I don't, it's always going to be an issue. If I don't give them somewhere where all of them can be here together and I can keep an eye on them, and then we can work on human-mutant relations this way, then we'll never come together.
Well, what do you think about the secret that mutant kind is destined to fail, I guess?
The secret was perfect because evolution is going to happen. And because of mankind's thirst for technology, of course it's going to happen on the technological level. That is the most common sense basis of it. Mm-hmm. It's going to happen. Nanotechnology, syncing up to certain things, the human conscious being able to work with computers without you having to plug in. This is inevitable. This is inevitable. The key is, how do we work together to make this species, as in mankind, evolve together, even though you got mutants? See, the mutants were thinking, okay, humans are going to turn into mutants, and then that's going to go. Whereas humans are like, wait a minute, these mutants are all brand. They're like a literal mutation of what mankind is and not a part of the evolutionary track. These cats came here due to certain things that may have happened. They don't understand the external story. Nobody know about that as far as mankind. No. All they got is there are certain people, and it's not a lot of them, but they are out here that can do amazing things. And here's the other part of it. We are not just preparing for mutants. We are preparing for everybody else, because you got people that have done experiments on this themselves or have been caught in experiments, like the Immortal Hulk. You got to deal with aliens and their wars, the Shi'ar, the Kree. Oh, yo, you got so many other other species out there that could complicate things. The humans that can complicate things. We have to be prepared as a society to be ready for this. And here's the thing. We got to start somewhere. Mm-hmm. If you look at the Sentinel program, and they say just for mutants, you can look at the Sentinel program and say the Sentinel program is an Earth defense program. Mm-hmm. So if we're talking that, I mean, you got an aspect of what the XMan comics are showing you as far as the humans getting prepared without the foresight of what humans are doing for everybody else. So as an X title, you can only express what the mutants are seeing and not getting the full angle of what the humans are doing. Mm-hmm. And that is why I love Hickman's writing, because Hickman right now, he's showing you, yo, the humans evolve. Oh, they evolve. All right.
Just not into what you want.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
Well, I'll say this about the book. I've really enjoyed the Hickman's run, like Bethea said. I think it's fantastic. I think the biggest takeaway for this end final issue and the one prior was when they're all having their party in the end. Oh. I really thought some of those panels were really, really cool. You had Wolverine, Jean, and Cyclops all chilling. Mm-hmm. You know, we saw a lot of characters that are usually have a lot of tension being really, really cool. Yeah. Scott and Havoc are chilling.
Yep. Jean gives to Emma Frost.
Yeah, they're cool. Yep. And one of the big things with the X-Men is you always have had the storyline of, you know, mutants versus humans.
Yep.
But in a lot of the comics, it's mutant on mutant.
Yeah.
So it was really, I thought it was very refreshing to see, hey, look, not only are we doing the human aspect of, you know, seeing the 360 from everybody's point of view, but we're also getting to see, you know, these characters putting aside their differences and saying, hey, look, we need to come together as mutants, and it starts with us, and then we move from here. I thought that part of the book was really, really good.
Yes. Very
the next book will be Green Lantern 12. This is the final for season 1. Season 2 comes out next year.
Okay.
The thing that I've really liked about Green Lantern, are you reading this one?
No.
You need to.
Okay.
The art is fantastic. Grant Morrison is one of my favorite writers out there.
Okay.
One of the things I really like about this book, along with this book's like this. What's the other book that's kind of episodic that we always talk about, where you can kind of jump in?
Well, I'm reading what is it? Justice League Odyssey. I'm reading Spawn. Mm-hmm. You can jump into Spawn now and be like, oh wow. Absolute Carnage, you can jump in now and be like, whoa, okay, because they're giving you a lot of back history on Spider-Man and Miles Morales. Yeah. Right now it's a couple comics right now. Even Batman to a certain degree, you can jump in.
Yeah, I would definitely, because there's nothing really been moving.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to Green Lantern.
Back to Green Lantern.
One of the things I like about this book is it's episodic. You know, it follows one issue at a time, and it tells the whole story in there. They're not expanding anything. I mean, obviously there's the bigger plot that gets hinted at in each issue. But one thing I like about this, that's what I wanted to say, is with this book and with Daredevil and all these other Daredevil. In this book is that they maintain in their own universe. Yes. Granted, it happens within the main continuity. But they're their own characters. They're not being affected by, you know, tie-ins, the events and stuff. I mean, the characters might be featured in the events, but their core issues are still the same. And Immortal Hulk is another book that does it. It follows its own storyline regardless of what's going on in others. Definitely pick this up. I know this just got released on hardcover, the whole season 1, 12 issues. Okay. Definitely pick it up. It was fantastic. Really fun read. If you really like Green Lantern, get it. If you don't, this book's art is fantastic. A lot of times it reminded me of like a water painting kind of.
Oh, okay.
I really had fun with it. I really enjoyed reading the season 1 of Green Lantern. Hopefully, season 2 continues where it was at. Right. What's the other book you have?
Okay, I got Absolute Carnage tie-in, Amazing Spider-Man 31. All right, so how I say this? Peter Parker's going through a lot right now. I mean, oh my God, Pete is having some issues. I really wasn't a Spider-Man guy, but seeing what trouble Carnage is bringing through his life, Pete is dealing now with trying to fight Absolute Carnage or Carnage, and the symbiotes are everywhere. I mean, he has turned so many people and got them running after so many people. It's crazy. So, in this, they come together because what happens is the Hulk, what's my man's name? Not Peter Parker.
Miles Morales.
Miles Morales is in this one. But it's Venom, it's the Incredible Hulk, it's Captain America and Wolverine. All right, they've come together and they're like, "Yo, we need to figure out how to beat Carnage." Mm-hmm. And Wolverine has a codex, and they're trying to say, "All right, we gotta go after these people with the codexes." And these kids that are with us.
Eddie
Brock's
son, and Norman Osborn's grandson.
Yep.
Who wore the version of the Carnage one.
Yep.
During the
they
Red
got
Goblin.
Yep. So they got Reed Richards with them
from the Ultimate Universe. Yeah.
And they're trying to figure out how to go about this effectively. Well, what ends up happening is Carnage plays like he's Venom's what's my man's name? Eddie Brock. Mm-hmm. Pretends to be him, and then is like faking like him, and they're all in the basement trying to come up with a plan, and then all of a sudden he flips out, becomes Venom, and starts going in, starts wrecking shop. Other Venom other Carnages just come. It's crazy. So in this midst of madness, Carnage is like, Venom is like, "Look, Eddie Brock, hey, you not as strong as I think you could be. You know what I'm saying? You not the one that
he doesn't want to kill anybody.
Yeah,
that's why he goes with
the Hulk. And in this, you see, all right, well, here we go. It's on. Now I've merged. I've become a symbiote to the Hulk, and now I am almost indestructible now. And Carnage is afraid. Mm-hmm. You see the fear in Carnage. It's a beautiful book.
Awesome. So there you have it.
Beautiful.
Spider-Man tie-in, amazing, to the Absolute Carnage series. Hopefully, you guys get this and pick it up and follow the storyline. The last book I have is Spawn 301. Coming off of 300, which was a fantastic read for me. I know some of the other chapters weren't as good as the first one. I really wanted more of Al Simmons' storyline. Yeah. I get that in this book, and it definitely sets up a whole lot. I mean, we're getting to see a lot of classic Spawn, a lot of action. He's got the original costume back. Yes. They've changed the formula for the whole power scheme and everything.
Yeah, it's him.
He's not like super Spawn or anything like that, or this god or whatever. He's finished his business with the clown, and he's moving on to whoever's next. Spawn is one of the books, I think, that really is back on track. Okay. I know Spawn has always been like a roller coaster ride. Mm-hmm. You have like the first 20 issues from here up here. Then it goes down. Then it comes back with the Armageddon series. Then it goes down. Well, I'm sorry, it comes back up when he fights Mount Bolgia the first time and kills him. And then it goes down, comes back up with Mammon, goes down for the whole Jim Downing thing for me. And then comes back up at 300, and this past iteration when Al came back.
Okay, so I feel that we get ready to get into some real sticky. Yeah. I think what this is now leading to is him taking over. I think he about to start. I think Al is about to be something vicious.
Well, everyone's afraid of him too. That's what's really cool is, he's depowered. He's not as strong as he normally is. Yeah. But all the characters he's interacting with are terrified of him. They don't know what to expect. Yeah. They have no idea. So if you're not reading Spawn, if you read in the past, definitely check it out. I think it's worth the read. I mean, I've been reading Spawn all the way through. Like I said, roller coaster ride, but I really think with 300 and on, really put it back on track and understand what Spawn is. It's a comic book. It doesn't need to match what Image does with giving you this like HBO experience of comics.
I think it's not just Spawn, but Spawn is Image's flagship.
Yeah.
Okay. So
he was. I don't think he is anymore.
I think this is now taking it back. I think now this is him taking it back. This is my man saying, "Yo, Spawn is what we need to be focused on. I'm gonna put the work in to make sure this is an A+ comic."
But see, the thing, we'll get off topic for comic books for a second.
I'm sorry.
The thing with Spawn is a very 90s nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
He's the costumed hero. Image isn't known right now for their costume heroes. They're known for their the sagas, the outcasts, the what else have they been doing? The Thief of Thieves. Okay. Books like that don't feature those kind of characters. So you have a lot of people gravitating towards Image because they're not getting the big two stuff, these drawn out storylines of one character. They're getting a storyline that actually ends at 50 or 60 issues. Okay. There's a method to the madness. Okay. And I think Spawn is something that got dragged out past what they wanted it to be, and it's the flagship because it didn't get sold off like Wildcats. Yeah. Or what's the other one?
Cyber Force, I think it
is. What's another bad image? I mean, Savage Dragon's still there, but I tried to read a Savage Dragon book a couple years ago, and it was very well.
I think DC got Stormwatch.
Yeah, they got that too.
Yeah, I was reading that.
I just think Image's whole pattern has shifted. Yeah. I think they're not in the business because this was one of the books that the founders made too. Yeah. I don't know if you're familiar with Image audience, but those guys really aren't making the books anymore. They're saying, hey, look, if you want to write, come to me. Image, I'll publish it for you, and we'll make a deal on the profits. That's really what they're doing.
Well, it's got Skybound is a part of that.
Yeah, they have that. They have that too.
And
now.
Skybound, I'm reading some Skybound right now, and it is awesome. And I'm telling you, it has, I think it's called Outer Darkness. It has that feel of, hey, this is something that we're building right now to be that ongoing comic book. It's like their Star Trek, and this is something that I'm not seeing an end into. This is these books that are coming out that I've read so far looks like they're trying to build something that is going to last. Is going to be a fixture like Star Trek, like Spider-Man, like Superman. You just gotta find a formula, and I think that Spawn is Image's Superman.
I certainly hope so. I'm a big Spawn fan, so. Well, I think that's it for all the new reads, the current stuff that we've been reading. Thanks for tuning in. Give a like, give a subscribe, give a comment. We'll get back to you. And that's really it. Do you have anything else to add?
Hey, man, just support your local comic book shop, man.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Stay safe.